Return to Yulmore. By the way his face lights up at your approach, the manager of suites has been waiting for you. Ah, Mistress Shark. I trust you had a pleasant rest? While you were ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived for you from the Exarch. He bids you come to the ocular at your earliest convenience. And, madam, wherever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. Yeah. Do you have business with the Exarch? Yes, I do. Why you don't just wave me along at this point, I don't know. This has got to be voiced.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest? That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrant. Only one remains, that of Calusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last Warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrant once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First, a chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreamed of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not.
Ooh.
In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins.
It's true, they'll just come up with a new
It would be
scheme.
churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you. You won't object if I borrow your plaything?
Oh.
In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects, strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star. Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering. Me being one of them.
And how? I don't know that we've had that answered.
When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th.
Which again, how did they intend on ever fixing that then? If it was truly useless.
It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Ascian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you. Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
What is this usefulness he's thinking of if we're able to... I think it's presuming we're able to...
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmore. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Rite. There we may assess the situation in Yulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Yeah, I think there's just still so much left unanswered about the Ascians and, you know, the ancient world or whatever. Because we still don't, even if he does the rejoining, well, I mean, supposedly the summoning of Zodiark stopped whatever calamity it was. But again, like, everybody would then be tempered, and is it really the same? And then if you stop Zodiark, does that bring back whatever the calamity was, and what caused that calamity? Maybe there's stuff I missed, and all that stuff was answered, and we'll get to it when we get to it. We've not spoken for a while, have we? Not since the aftermath of the Eater's attack. Rest assured I am fully recovered and will do my utmost to support you and your fellow warriors of darkness. Your condition is unchanged? Good. If you can but hold out until the end of the coming battle, I am confident that we will find a remedy for your affliction. Yeah, okay, so that just reminded me what I was saying before. Oh, he's right there. What is his idea of what he wanted to do with us? Because I remember he was disappointed as we were being taken over by the light after we take down Vothri. But what was his idea of what we would do if we were able to survive it? Yes? Did my lesson provoke thought? Giving rise to further questions? Okay, so 3 of you escaped the Sundering. But what of those who didn't? Why, their very beings were divided into 14, of course. Yet by our power, we unsundered Ascians may rise up one of their fragments to their original office. But I suppose this is in itself... Wait, okay. But I suppose this in itself bears explanation. So, the names by which you know us are not, in fact, our names. Be it Elidibus or La Habrea or Igiorn, all are titles of office, and when an office is vacated, it may be filled by another. Over the eons, I have overseen several changings of the guard among our sundered brethren. And in such instances, the vacant title ordinarily goes to another fragment of the self-same soul. While it is by no means impossible to raise up wholly unrelated individuals, 'tis we whose fervent entreaties brought forth Lord Zodiark, whose souls he claimed in the beginning, who make the truest servants. Okay, so what... Oh, so if we were to defeat all the Ascians of the Source... Or what is your true name then? Well, we know we're not going to get that answer yet. So if we were to defeat all the Ascians of the Source, then none would remain to raise up new Ascians, and our kind would eventually fade from existence. You would like that, wouldn't you? Well, feel free to dream. 'Tis no crime to do so. Yes, did my lesson provoke thought, giving rise to further questions? Okay, we'll go through this and ask him his name then. What is your true name then? There may come a day when I reveal my true name to you, but this is not it. Of course, you may well die none the wiser, but life is full of such disappointments. Yeah, I just feel like there's still so many questions about the Ascians. But maybe we'll get those answers in... Oh, what the hell is it called? Pandemonium, I think, is the raid in Endwalker. Okay, actually I can just teleport now to right. I'm curious to know all of these things. Oh, right here. Very nice. This aura, what could it be? There you are, Lavenza. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Yulmore? Since we faced Lord Vothri, and I felt such fury as I have never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage, there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles, I found the answer. In Vothri's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he, and he alone, is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. If only you knew. Maybe some things are similar, but not all of them. Whether he will accept it with the good grace I did is another question. What is it, Reen? Do you sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. 'Tis time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. Lavenza, as a precaution, may I ask that you go first, to ensure that the path is clear. The closer we are to Yulmore, the more I worry that Reen may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. Encourage. With a sharp blade. As I am now, I don't think people will recognize me as the Oracle. But Thancred did always warn against taking unnecessary risks. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that when Alphinaud was mentioning her being recognized or whatever. Go on, Lavenza. We will follow anon. Yeah, clearly people would be looking for blonde hair and... what was it? I can't remember the adjective, but it was something sapphire eyes. The clearest sapphire eyes or something. You hail the civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling. Lord Vothri, we hear, we obey. Ah! Oop. Oh, and they've got that goofy, like zombie, posture, pose, or whatever you want to call it. Long live Lord Vothri. Long live Lord Vothri. What's happening? What's wrong with everyone? Our mission hath begun on a strange note. Indeed. Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you notice the people behaving strangely along the path? It's more of the same here. Y'shtola and Alize are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. Thank you for watching this video. Tonight's stream was fantastic. We finished off the, I guess, second half of the Amarang story, which is great because it's the whole Minfilia Terrene thing, which is just beautifully done. I mean, Thancred's fight with Ranjit and how that ended is just fantastic. We started on the Calusia stuff, ending right with the big Vothri revelation, and him flying off to Mount Kolk. So next stream we'll be hitting that up, which is exciting. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I hope you did too. If you did, even if you didn't, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, if you want to join me live, the link to my Twitch, the link to my Twitch is down below. So please come join me. And until then, thank you.